Some plants, such as begonias, streptocarpus and hardy primulas, produce very fine seed that are almost dust-like. Now in nature they produce large amounts of seed to increase their chances of survival, but as gardeners we're quite often faced with small quantities of seed. So it's really important to give them the best chances possible when you try to sow them. Always sow in a clean, dry, draft-free location. Now before you begin, make sure that you've got everything ready around you to reduce the risk of the seed being spilled or lost accidentally. Use scrupulously clean seed trays and fresh seed compost. It's a good idea to water your pots before sowing because watering after sowing can dislodge the tiny seed and wash them beneath the surface of the compost. Stored water often contains fungal spores that can kill your seedlings, so always use fresh water from the tap instead of from the water butt. Take great care when opening packets of fine seed. I find that seed this small has a tendency to get stuck to the inside of the packet where the adhesive seals it together. Open the packet over a piece of clean white paper. When you rip off the top of the packet, don't throw it away until you've torn both sides of it apart and gently dislodged any dust-like particles from the adhesive. Then open up the other 3 sides of the remaining packet and check for more dust-like seeds. You can gently brush the seeds onto the surface of the compost or moisten the tip of a toothpick and use it to lift each seed and set it down on the compost. Try to sow them evenly across the surface of the compost. If you have a larger quantity of fine seed, then it helps to mix them with some dry silver sand. This will help you achieve even sowing across the surface of the compost by making the seed easier to handle and showing you precisely where you have sown. Don't cover the seeds with compost after sowing them, as this will bury the tiny seed and reduce germination. Use a clean, dry wooden press to gently press the seeds into the surface of the compost to ensure that they make good contact. Cover the seed tray with glass or place it in a Ziploc bag to help maintain a constant humidity and temperature, or put them in a heated propagator if you have one. While they're germinating, it's important not to let the surface of the compost dry out. Try to mist the surface every day. Once the seeds have germinated, the pot should be uncovered. You'll need to acclimatise them gradually so that they become accustomed to normal room conditions. These seeds were sown about 3 weeks ago and you can see how tiny they still are. Grow them on in a warm, bright position, but make sure that they're protected from direct sunlight as this can scorch their tiny leaves. Small seeds are more of a fiddle than larger species, and they certainly present us with a greater challenge. But even if you don't get it right first time, it's well worth persevering.